All right, hello everybody, welcome to art class. Kieran's here and he is 6 years old and he has gone ahead without us and he has started drawing a chameleon. So today's project's going to be a chameleon. Now I know we all have different supplies, so I've gotten out some markers. If you have markers, you can use crayons, you can use pencil crayons, you can use watercolor paints, you can use whatever supplies you have. I'm just using computer paper, but if you have a sketchbook or even a loose leaf or a notebook, you could do these projects right in there. So if you know how to draw a chameleon, you can go ahead and start, or you can follow along. Now there's two ways you could do this to start. Well, there's more than two ways, but you could use a pencil. But I find sometimes when we use a pencil, we start to erase too much. We try to make it perfect. So I'm going to start mine with a Sharpie so that I can't erase it. Because sometimes if we start erasing too much, we start to rip our page. And I know when I use a Sharpie that whatever I do is going to give my creature some personality. So here we go. I want my chameleon to be filling up my page, so I'm going to make his head nice and big, and the head's going to be a triangle shape.
Don't dare say that.
Say what? It's triangle shape?
There isn't chameleons have triangle shapes. It might look like it, but it doesn't.
Then I'm going to give him his back. It's going to come up big rounded back like this. It's going to come down, round big curvy line, and I'm going to curl his tail right here. Just like that. And I forgot to say that there are no mistakes in art. Whatever we do
Is good.
is good. Right? Maybe we're not happy with it at first, but we can always try and try again. That's how we learn, right?
You can also do it on the back.
You could try it on the back. You could get a new piece of paper. You could try it with a different medium. Different paper, sure.
You can try it with a different color paper.
You could try it on different colored paper, for sure. Okay, now his legs. I'm going to get them to come out like this. His first one comes back and forward, and then they have their toes, which are kind of stuck together, so it almost looks like they have two toes.
Why don't you do what I'm doing?
Yeah, you could do it just like this. And there's one leg. And then his other leg is kind of in behind his tail a bit. Like this. There we go. And then the belly is going to come out from the neck here, and it's like a little smile. We're going to pretend it goes in behind the leg, over to the other leg. And then this connects down to the tail. Perfect.
Can you pass me one of the greens, like the light?
This? There you go. All right. For the mouth, there's a couple ways you could do it. We could, let's see.
The bigger markers do it more space. That's why I'm picking this marker, because some of them are little, some of them are big. But I just don't want to go out of the line.
Right, so you chose your size for your marker so that you could stay in the smaller space. Good idea. So let's see, we could have a mouth that comes straight. They have a big mouth, big long line for the mouth. Let's see, you could have a mouth that curves up. Makes it look like he's smiling. You could have a mouth that comes down. Make it look like he's thinking or sad. You could have a mouth that's squiggly. You choose how you want the mouth to
I
look.
can't even do it that good.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
You can do a couple practice on this page. It's always good to have an extra page on the side so that you can practice. So I'm going to make my mouth curve up. this. And the eye, great big eye, right up here.
I can't do it like that.
Sure you can. And then we'll give him a pupil. I'm gonna get him looking backwards a little bit. There. And then, let's see, I'm gonna put him on a branch. I'm gonna let the branch come out this way. And he's gonna be holding on to it, so it's gonna be bigger than his feet. Like this. My branch is bumpy, pretending it comes in behind the chameleon and out the back, like this. There we go. And I'm gonna add some lines to my branch, maybe some swirls. Looks good. You've got some leaves on there. We can add some leaves too. You can play with the different shapes if you wanted to.
Hey, don't put that on my page.
Oopsie.
How dare you?
Alright, let's see. I'm going to try a leaf that comes like a jungle leaf. Let's have it like this. It's going to come in behind here. It gives your drawing depth to have shapes that overlap. There's one of my leaves. Let's see, maybe I want to put a flower up here. Let's try a tropical flower. I'm going to put the circle. You can add any kind of flowers that you want. You could do daisies, you could do imaginary flowers. They can be all sorts of colors. See how I'm letting my flower go in behind my chameleon?
Oh, this kind of looks like a hawk.
Oh, look at that. Good job. Is he this way? Is he looking that way?
Oh, his tail's that way.
Yeah, it could be coming up instead of coming down. Let's see, I'm gonna put
No, it's
another
going
flower
this way.
down here, I think.
It's going this way, Mom.
Maybe a leaf that's overlapping again. A little smaller than the other one. Maybe some little leaves down here, maybe a vine. You can decide what's in your background.
Oh no!
What?
I just got it on the tail.
That's okay.
Put mine so you know what you're gonna cut. Like a rainbow.
What's that?
Put mine so you know where you're gonna put some rainbow.
You're gonna make yours a rainbow chameleon?
Are you? Is that
I think so.
That's what I already did.
Oh,
Wait, you know those markers, Mom, that I cut out?
mm-hmm.
Those are kind of Sharpie too.
Are they?
Those aren't just like those markers. Those ones have Sharpie in it, Mom. My markers have Sharpie.
Do they?
That's how they made those markers.
So it's fun to play with different leaf shapes.
Hey,
What?
mine's not fully in the picture.
Yeah, it is. There you go.
Now it is. Now how come it's so small, Mom?
I don't know. You just have to move it up. Mine's small too.
No,
Oh, I
yours
forgot.
is big.
I'm gonna add some little spikes on the back of my chameleon. I almost forgot. Take your time when you're drawing so that you have the space to color it in.
This part's gonna be black.
The thing I love most about art and doing art together is that everybody's always looks so different. Those little spikes are going to get smaller and smaller.
I can't do spikes.
You don't have to do spikes.
Because mine's gonna have a mohawk.
Is he going to have a mohawk?
Mom, I'll show you.
His spikes could be a mohawk.
Wait, look on that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is like a mohawk. And so now they're just getting smaller, smaller, and they're just going to disappear here. There we go. All right, let's see. I think I'll put another flower over here. You could even draw little butterflies or bugs back there for the chameleon to eat.
Do you have a call tonight?
A little later, yeah. Let's see, I think that's good for my background. Now I'm going to come back to my chameleon and I'm going to add...
I'm going to show them their art that you did.
This one? Yeah, they can see it right now. We're going to record it and put it on the
Line.
online for them to watch and draw with us.
After
right.
it's done.
After it's done, yeah.
Maybe we should do it slow motion.
I think this is slow enough. We might even speed some up when we start coloring. All right, so now you can put any patterns you want on your chameleon. What do you think a chameleon would feel like when you touch it? I think that they'd be pretty bumpy.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna put, I don't know. There's so many choices. How do we decide? Let's go back to our practice sheet. So on our chameleon, let's say this is his body. We could do triangles like this and let them get smaller, smaller, smaller. And then we can add, there's his spikes on his back. We could add circles for his little bumps.
And you don't have to just put spikes.
No, you don't have to just do spikes at all. What are you
Or
going to
you
do?
don't have to put spikes on it.
No, you don't have to. And I might put the circles that are under his belly a little smaller. Come around. And same with what would be on his face, right? We might do a couple little bumps on there. Let's see, another thing you could do. You could do hearts on yours. It doesn't have to be realistic. This is your chameleon. So let's see, maybe you could do a stripe across this way. Maybe he has just little ones up here.
What's that?
And bumps this way. Maybe you're going to do hearts on yours. You could do diamonds or zigzags. You can choose any pattern you'd like for yours. You could do straight lines.
Mom, where's that light green one?
I don't know, do that. Oh, right here. All right, let's see, little chameleon. What do you want to have on yours? Let me see. I think I'm going to go with these stripes, these zigzag stripes.
Mom,
What are you going to do?
Mom.
I'm taking my time. Remember, I'm
not
not
doing
using
the
pencil,
color.
so I can't erase.
Mom,
But you could if you wanted to.
I'm not even doing the same colors as that.
No, you don't have to.
I use some pink, even though I hate pink.
You hate pink?
Well, I don't really like pink. I see some. I don't like dark pink or dark purple. yellow and purple make brown.
Yeah. Yellow and purple make brown.
There's already brown there, and I put some yellow, some brown, but I put all yellow here.
There we go. I'm going to add some of his dots.
I might use
And
these.
he's bumpy, so they don't have to be perfectly round.
Mom,
There's
look
some
at
small
I've
ones down
started
here.
my rainbow.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna make mine over there, so if you want to, if the computer turns off, you can turn it right back on.
I think it's okay. You can just go wobble it right now. When we add things like this, it's called texture. So you can imagine that this would feel bumpy if it was in real life. And using small and big circles gives it rhythm. There, I think I'm about ready to start adding some color. I might add a few little bumps on his nose, maybe give him a line like this. Give him some bumps here. A few under his chin.
Mom, why don't you try doing it
There
like
we
me?
go. I like the stripes that you're giving him.
Some of his legs.
So before I start coloring, I'm going to show you some other things you could do. So you could color with markers, you can color with crayons or pencil crayons. You could fill it in with watercolor. If you want to get some crayons and try an experiment, you could draw your chameleon
Look, Mom.
with the crayons. Oh wow, I like that.
Those are
You could draw your chameleon with the crayons. Let's see here. And if you did draw with pencil, you can always outline it with any of these things. What?
Mom, why don't you try leaving some white in his pupil?
Yeah, I could do that too.
Look, there's a little bit of white in mine. And
look.
try doing that.
And it looks like a reflection, yeah. If you use crayon, you can
Try
take your
doing it-
watercolors.
Mom, try doing it more like me.
You can all do it our own way, but yeah, I'll take some ideas.
I'm already.
And then you can paint in your chameleon. If I put some spots so you can see, and the watercolor paints will resist the crayon. And you can try blending your colors together. This is just a quick example. But you could choose any colors you want. I'm going to do mine in crayon, I think. But you could definitely do it in watercolors. So I can go right over the crayon with my watercolors, and the crayon will still show up. And you can add your patterns that way. So I can come in now with my yellow and put some dots in and play around with it that way. So you can experiment with
Mom,
whatever
can
tools
pass me
you
the
have.
brown?
Well, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
In fact, I might do more than one chameleon myself because I want to try a few other supplies too. Cool. All right, so today I'm going to use crayons though. Kieran's using markers. And you could also use pencil crayons. You could add glitter, stickers. Whatever you have.
Whatever you want, you mean?
That's right. If you don't have Sharpies to outline, you could use crayons or your pencils. If you wanted to, you could draw him just like this. If you did it with pencil, you could draw him in with the crayons with all the colors so you don't have any black lines. What are you going to say, Kira?
I forget now.
You forget? If you're using pencil crayons or crayons, experiment with layering your colors. So I just layered a bit of red violet with purple just around the edges to make it stand out.
Look. Mom.
Oh, awesome, bud. Baron's making his appearance now.
Bubbles on my side.
He seems to always know. I'm going to add some more dots.
Yeah, he was down here.
He seems to always know when we're recording. He likes to get in the picture, doesn't he?
Yeah, but this time he definitely did. And now he's going way down. Look, when it's bigger, it's way easier to get it into the lines. Because the bigger it is, the smaller the tip gets. That's why you want it like this big, because look, you get it into the lines better.
Yeah.
Which is good, right? They do have a mohawk.
Well, they can change color. Why do they change color, do you think?
Because if there's a predator that likes to eat chameleons, some get eaten and some that don't get eaten because they camouflage.
Right, yeah, they use their colors to camouflage. I don't think, is my guy very camouflage?
No. He would only be...
Unless he was with like rainbow flowers or something.
Yeah. But the spikes, if something feels the spikes, it would definitely know there's a chameleon there.
Definitely.
Or feel the squishiness. especially be careful in the corners, Mom.
Yeah, corners are tricky sometimes.
Because like, if you try going like right here, because you can really easily get right out.
Where'd my dark green go, bud?
Oh, look at Bobo.
Oh, there it is.
Bobo's like, I'm camouflage. You can't see me. If Bobo was all white, yeah, you'd be camouflage.
Maybe, yeah.
Because this is kind of all white. But we would know there's a big lump there.
If you're using crayons or pencil crayons, you can get a couple different effects with your crayon. If you use the tip, it can make jagged lines, but if you turn it sideways a little bit, you get a flatter line, and it covers a bit more space, a little smoother.
This chameleon, it goes this way, Mom. But the chameleon is just laying down, and the chameleon's thinking that the sky's going this way.